On second down, Montgomery. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Let's go, come on.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action here on first down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
No.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw outside, complete. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check. Here we go. 58. No.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook.
Let's go. First.
Play fake. Cousins. Looking deep downfield. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go, come on. Right. Switch. No.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go, come on. No.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Cousins now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll take it at the 42. And now out comes Minnesota. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it this time. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The six-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to face a third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right? In baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Rodgers now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Got a man. That's Allison. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Crosby puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. 4-6 defense. They were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And now play with
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sheldon Richardson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Let's go. Go on.
Off the play fake, Cousins rolling to his right, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete to right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hurry up. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go, come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo! Wide left!
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Well.
On the toss, here's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide.
And no gain. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go, hey, let's go, let's go.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Rodgers now to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Finding room to the 20. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go. Ringo.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Oko, over here. Hey, 626.
Back to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Liz.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Jump out!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Here we go.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that.